The commercialization and whitewashing of the body positivity movement is the worst thing that ever happened.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this one I love. This one I love because this is so basically what we're gonna see here is the cannibalism in the body positivity movement, because they are going to go completely mental on fat representatives. Ashley Graham somehow went from being the plus size model activist to every fat activist's favorite target to hate on.
It is now fully represented by people like Ashley Graham, a cisgendered size 12 or 14 white woman who is raking in millions of dollars at the expense of the body positivity movement.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Sign the horns. We must kill this monster that is Ashley Graham, because how dare she make a lot of money and be successful and accepted and have this wonderful family and, you know, be happy. But, you know, let's just continue and see which crazy dish she's gonna. Ashley Graham is straight. Yes, she likes men. Big problem, obviously, especially today. Being straight is, you know, only slightly less worse than being white, apparently. So
size 12 or 14.
Size 12 to 14. So here, now she's just straight up lying. Ashley Graham, I actually had to look this up, and Ashley Graham is not size 12 or 14. She was originally size 19 or something. That's when she started getting a lot of attention, a lot of work. So a lot of her, you know, initial success was at the size 19. Now, after that, she started doing some more dieting, some more weight loss. She started eating healthier, and she dropped down to a size 16. So as far as I know, right now, she's walking around at a size 16, but not a size 12, not at all at a size 12. So this right here, she's just trying to make this story even worse and, you know, just fueling more hate towards Ashley Graham by saying, oh, she's only 12 to 14. But, you know, what else does she have?
Size 12 or 14 white woman.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, she might be technically white. Like, I looked her up and it says that she is English German. Now, I am Dutch, so I have quite a good understanding what Germans look like. You know, they're next door neighbors. I literally go there all the time. Ashley Graham does not look German. She looks very Latin. She looks like South America, but she also looks like somebody that was half white, half black. Even if she's genetically 100% white, she clearly doesn't look it. But that is not good enough, apparently. People want to focus on the fact, no, her genes say she's white, so she is white, even though she might look non-white. And that shows you that it's not even about representation. It's not about inclusivity or equality. It is about power, control, and wanting that same level of success. She's a model. Nobody cares about what it says in her passport, what race she is. They look at her how she looks. So if she looks Latina and she's being put in all these magazines and she's being put in all these movies and all these TV shows and she's everywhere, then she's representing the Latin look. But hey, we're just getting started here. So let's continue and watch what this is going to spiral into, because I have a feeling it's going to be good. It's going to be bad, but that's going to be good.
Fashion thrives on two things, babies: thinness and whiteness. So instead of the body positivity movement reflecting the hordes of fat, black, brown, white.
Wow, did you catch that? The contempt of her saying the word white, that was disgusting and hypocritical. Like, you're making a video about wanting inclusivity, wanting representation, wanting equality, right? I think all of these movements are forgetting their own values. They all claim to come for inclusivity and equality, but except for white. Being white is currently like the worst thing you could possibly do. You were born white, you're a terrible human being. It's not pro-blackness or pro-brownness or pro-inclusivity. It's just anti-whiteness at this point. Like, do you know how many people that are white that have nothing to do with any of that? It would be the same as being angry at a German because of what happened in World War II. The Germans that are born today have nothing to do with that. They don't support it. They haven't been involved in it. They were just born in Germany, right? But somehow, because they're German, you want to look funny at them and say, well, you're German, so you. Like, that is what these people are doing these days. But they're doing it now, not just to the Germans. They're doing it to every single person who's white. Now, I'm not pro any race or any particular, left or right-wing party. I don't give a about that. But I care about keeping people honest and keeping people straight. No, this is not a dig at the LGBTQ. But what I mean by that is that if you are going to advocate equality, then advocate equality for every single person. Don't come at me advocating equality, but then constantly shitting on white people, because that is complete bullshit, and you need to call people out for that.
However, what they did was they said, I'm only going to look at fat bodies I'm attracted to or I think other cisgender white people will be interested in. You know what those bodies are? Hourglass, pear-shaped, size 10 to 14 white or white adjacent bodies.
People like this need to stop being f***ing hypocrites, because she's not advocating for equality or inclusivity. She's just being a spiteful, jealous person that hates to see other fat people succeed, hates to see other fat people being platformed, and she's not. And therefore, she wants to make this basically saying, oh, this should only be about ugly, fat people that nobody wants, that are definitely not white. So if you think it's just about attacking these fat people that are successful, then drop a like on the video and comment down below to push this video out to as many people as possible. And remember, this community calls itself body positive, right? I've never seen so much negativity from a community with the name body positive. It is like a running fucking joke, man. Would be the same as saying, you know, the freedom fighters for pandas that are eating panda meat. You're like, wait, what does that mean? I thought I was giving money to a panda organization. Yes, you do. We want freedom of eating pandas. Dude, if that's what you truly wanted, you should have put that in the name. Now I've given all this money to an organization that's eating the damn pandas. But that's what people do these days, right? People no longer think. There's just so much anger in the world where people can no longer think straight, and it's just like, okay, we see a fat person, they're happy, they're interacting with all these skinny people, they're not screaming at skinny people, we now must destroy them because we need to stay mad and angry at everybody, especially the skinnies, at all times.
It existed on the fringes of mainstream/white society and culture for many years because in white culture, fat equals bad.
I have several issues with the information she just gave, but we cannot go into every single thing because this is going to be a 30-minute video, and I'm trying to keep these videos, you know, interesting enough. It is true if you go back into the 70s and in the 80s, and you look at the classic differences between black and white culture, then yes, in white culture, you needed to have a flat ass, a very, very flat ass. You see this in something like the 70s shows, right? If you look at this guy, Michael Kelso, when he wants to piss off women in the show, he says, oh, your ass is getting big. Oh, Jackie, your ass is getting big, right? So this was something that was very clear in the 70s, where women were afraid of getting a big ass, a big booty. Now, fast forward to what? The J-Lo era, I would say. And clearly, that went out the window very quickly. So what is attractive merch? And this is something that so many fat activists and body positivity people get wrong all the time. The beauty standard has changed throughout history for many, many times. If you go back 2,000 years in history, you will find periods where being skinny was attractive. Then you will find periods where being fat was attractive. Being fat at one point was considered being rich. You know how fucking hard it was to get food? Nobody was eating, you know, pies or chocolate. That was just for rich, noble people, right? Everybody else was struggling just to feed themselves a little bit of bread. But then when the J-Lo era hit, and this is before the Kardashian era, by the way. So when the J-Lo era hit, now all of a sudden it was like, oh, massive booty, right? The J-Lo booty was considered ginormous. If you look at the J-Lo booty now today, it would be like, oh, cute, you have a little bit of ass. If you go on Instagram today, there are asses that can actually kill, like asses that could split watermelons, asses that could destroy people. The J-Lo booty is a tiny little ass in today's time, with the Brazilian butt lifts, but also the girls that are, you know, taking protein shake, working out their booties in the gym. So saying in today's time that curves or, you know, having a big booty or whatever is still this division between white and black people is complete bullshit. The majority of society is now focused on curvy women, on voluptuous women. But hey, that's enough for me today. Drop a like on the video and comment down below what you think, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.